Hi guys, so this is episode 1 of my PIR, my Pagans in Recovery AA type of series. So my first idea for this series is just to go through the 12 steps. And then after that I will figure out other themes for the video. But for the first 12 videos, I'm going to go through the 12 steps. I'm also going to do some videos about the big book, and I'm going to get some pagan recovery books too as well. So I want to kind of see how other people use paganism for recovery, so I can get some ideas. This is all just coming from my own ideas, because I never learned about or have any experience with any pagan recovery stuff. So the first thing we always do in AA meetings is to say the Serenity Prayer, and this is the pagan Serenity Prayer. Lord and Lady, grant me the power of water to accept what I cannot change, the power of fire for energy and courage to change the things that I can, the power of air for the ability to know the difference. Grant me the power of earth for the strength to know and walk my path. So might it be. So the first step is honesty. When alcoholism and addiction, because this is not, as someone who's both an alcoholic and an addict, this is not about just AA, this is about addiction. And when I was in sober living, we only focused on AA, even though most people were there for drugs. A lot of people didn't like that, and the director said, literally, just replace alcohol with the drug of your choice. It's literally the same exact thing. It's addiction. It's not the substance, it's addiction. So, when addiction begins to take control of a family, usually one of the first things to go is honesty. The addict lies about how much they drink, and those around them begin to cover for them as the problem progresses. So my first part of this, for each video, for each step, I'm going to discuss my personal experience with the step, then discuss how I have worked on that step and in my personal life, and how I've been working through it, and what I've been doing to keep myself sober. And then the third part of it, I'm going to talk about gods and goddesses that will help with this step. So my personal experience with this, looking back, because for me at least, I don't know if it's the same for other people, but for me, I just was not aware of it at the time. And it's kind of like, when you do a tarot reading, and you kind of see like, okay, this is what it says in the future, but then you don't, even when it happens, you don't really recognize that, hey, that thing that the tarot cards told me was going to happen happened until afterwards. And I'm like, wait a minute. And you kind of connect everything. That's how addiction is too. That's why you have anything else. You can't really see the full picture until afterwards, and you look back and it's like, I can connect everything now. So when I first started drinking, I was 18. I was stealing alcohol from my grandparents. Of course, I wasn't just talking to them and being like, hey, can I take this bottle with me to my apartment? I mean, duh, of course. So that's kind of basically lying. I would go to the store, convenience stores, corner stores, with the Middle Eastern people. That's where usually most young drinkers go to get alcohol because they don't card. Most of them don't card now. They're starting to, but they didn't used to. So there's probably still other places around that don't card, but people around here have been catching on because a lot of people do that, and I bet me and my friends did it so often that we were probably the ones who got it, who made them start saying, okay, we're going to start carding, because we did it so fucking often. We were so, me and my ex especially, so like basically lying about my age, all that. When I went to, remember I had a birthday party. I was going to a birthday party, and I was with one of my boyfriends. This was when I was 19, I think. See, that's what I mean. Like, I was already an alcoholic, already like the mentality of an alcoholic by this time, and I didn't take it seriously. It was just like, you know, like a cool, like, oh, look at me, I'm an adult, I'm an alcoholic, oh, cool. So lying to myself. I wasn't honest with myself. At this birthday party for my cousin, and my aunt likes to make mixed drinks because she's like she likes making food and drinks. So she makes drinks, and especially at parties and stuff, she would she had this like fire it's kind of like a fire bar drink, like it was a cinnamon drink, but it wasn't like fire whiskey. It was like this mixed drink, really good, recipe and stuff. And I was like, hey, can I just like try it? No, come on now. Like, you like having me try new things, not because I want to drink alcohol, because I want to just taste it, And so she's like, I'll just get a little bit. So I went in there and I poured a full cup, and I drank it, and I just kind of snuck around and got some more and didn't let anybody notice what I was doing. I would like drink a little bit. If I had a full cup and I drank a little bit around people, and then I would hide and drink all of it. And then when I got more, I would like put a little bit less and a little bit less, so people thought I was just sipping it and it wasn't going anywhere. But actually I was like drinking a lot, lying and being dishonest and being sneaky. And towards the end, when my grandparents took me my boyfriend home, he kind of had to I had to lean on him because I was like drunk, and my grandparents were like getting like kind of weirded out. I was just like, man, I'm tired. And this party was crazy. Yeah, I was just lying. I would hide in plain sight too. I'd be drinking and I'd be like, I'm not, with my friends too, and they're alcoholics too, so it's even worse, but I'd be like, I don't even drink that much. I would like make fun of it. I would like hide in plain sight, like I'm like pretending like I'm, trying to, like I'd be like, man, I drink so much, and then I'd be like, not really, and then it's like just, a little bit, so it makes them think that I am actually like wanting to be cool, trying to be cool, and like show them like I can drink too, but I'm actually drinking only a little bit, but I was actually drinking a lot. It's kind of hard to explain. And so people would think that I was just like over exaggerating how much I was drinking. That's what I wanted them to think. That's how I wanted them to feel about it. But I was just like, I want to be, and I wanted to be cool. I wanted to fit in with other people. Yeah, I'm just drinking to fit in with you. I'm just drinking to be cool. Yeah, I'm not actually, wanting it. I'm not actually interested in drink. I don't actually need it or anything. I'm just drinking to be cool. I want to fit in with all y'all. Yeah, that's why I'm drinking. Yep. Nobody ever knew how much I actually drank. Because I also drank, for the most part, I drank by myself. I drank alone at home. And drinking socially, I would act really crazy. Like, I would get one drink or one shot and just be like really loose and be really like and like stumble around like that. Even if I wasn't drunk, I would act like I was drunk. Even if I was like really like fully sober. I kind of exaggerated all the time about my drinking to make people look at me and be like, what the hell? Like, you're not actually an alcoholic. And then I'll go home and actually drink. But sometimes I did drink around other people. Like, if I felt actually comfortable around them. Like, my girlfriend, I would make mixed drinks with like 1 tiny ounce of soda and the rest of like the 16-ounce drink, the rest of it would be alcohol. Soda flavored alcohol. Just a tad bit of flavor in there, just a little bit. If I can't, like, I used to tell her all the time, if I can't taste the alcohol in the mixed drink, there's not enough alcohol. Period. Her way of making mixed drinks is to make it in a way where you can't taste the alcohol. I'm like, what's the point then? Because I actually, when you get to a point, I got to a point where I craved the taste of the alcohol. I wanted the taste of it because that's all I could taste. I could barely even taste alcohol after a point because I would be able to drink vodka straight and like roll it around on my tongue like a fine wine. Vodka. Like the 40% vodka. That's the Russian shit. I think I like vodka because it doesn't have any flavor. It's like the alcohol that's like this most alcoholic alcohol. Like it's straight alcohol. Like it doesn't have any flavor to it except just pure alcohol flavor. Like like those alcohol like hand sanitizer or like the alcohol bottles you get for like wounds and stuff. Vodka smells like that. And vodka was my go-to. And my dad was joking with me the other day. He was saying, no, I think the reason why your drink of choice is vodka so much is because I drank vodka like when you was conceived. Oh God, Jesus. That's my personal experience with honesty from the beginning of my alcoholism. I remember one time I drank at work, and I was telling the coworker I was like kind of tipsy, and she was like talking with me, and I'm just like looking at her, and my face started twitching. I was starting to get really red. My face started twitching. I'm like, fucking hell, I'm so socially anxious as fuck, and this is awkward and embarrassing as fuck. What the? She's probably thinking of me like, what is wrong with you? So I just told her straight up. I told her, yeah, I'm tipsy. So I'd rather her know that I'm tipsy than to think I'm a fucking weird ass bitch. So I'd rather her think I'm an alcoholic than a socially awkward person. So I told her I was drinking at work with my coworker. And she was like, oh, it's okay. Like, everybody has their vices, you know? Next day my boss comes, duh. And she was like, so-and-so told me you were drinking at work? Like, you cannot do that here, because when you're working with animals, that is very, very dangerous. And you need to understand that. Like, it's not just because it's a job, but because animals' lives are in your hands. That really got to me. Because I love animals. And I'm like, fuck. That made me stop. That's what made me stop drinking at work. Because that really got to me. I want to drink before and after work after that. Not at work. And I was like, no. She misunderstood me. I told her that I was at a birthday party beforehand. I was at my cousin's birthday party. And I could lie so easily like it actually happened. I was at my cousin's birthday party, and I had a beer like right before I got to work, and I was still a little tipsy. And I didn't realize it. Like, I wasn't thinking. And she was like, yeah, next time don't do that. But I could tell she didn't fully believe me. But yeah. It's another thing. So, how have I been working on this? I'm fully open now. I will tell anybody anything. I want to talk about every single fucking detail. I want to throw it all out there, all out in the open. Everything, every little thing, every little detail. I want to be completely honest, people. If I'm having cravings, I'm going to tell people straight up I'm having cravings. Or I'm going to be honest with myself, too. Because it's okay to have cravings. It's a normal part of recovery. It's not a shameful thing. It's just how you react to those cravings. That's what's a no-no. But having cravings by itself, just in general, is not. That's normal. That's part of addiction. That's part of recovery, and that's completely normal. So that's how I've been working on my honesty, the first step. Telling everybody, yeah, I'm an addict, I'm an alcoholic. The first time. When I was in sober living, in that first meeting I spoke up. Hello, my name is Nixie, I'm an alcoholic, because I was going by Nixie at the time. First time I said that, it was so profound. It was so, like, wow. That it's so, like, healing. It's such a powerful feeling to be able to just say that in front of a group of people, to proclaim that you are an alcoholic. Not I'm an alcoholic, but I'm an alcoholic. That is profound. So I was looking up gods and goddesses of honesty, and the only one I could find was the goddess Fides. I think that's how you pronounce it. Fides. Fides. And it kind of reminds me of confide in somebody. Like, you trust somebody, and you confide in them. That's probably what that word comes from. There's a lot of Hygeia is a goddess of hygiene, and we have the word hygiene. So I think a lot of goddess and god names we use in our English vocabulary as words, and I think back then they used
they would use the name of the god, like for like, you know, Nyx is like